Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to get a little bit intimate and I'm going to tell you basically everything you need to know about this. So if you want to know that, then just keep on watching. But before we get into the video, don't forget that there's a button down below that lets me know you liked it, so click it if you did. And then if you are new here and you want new videos every Thursday and Sunday, then don't forget to subscribe with the button in the corner or down below. And you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Okay, so first thing, what is this thing? This is a menstrual cup and mine is the Maluna cup. Now, the menstrual cup comes in a lot of brands, a lot of shapes, and also there are a few sizes to choose from. So, as I've said, mine is the Maluna Classic. This is kind of a firm cup. So, close up, this is what the cup looks like. So I bought it in green, they had kind of orange, and this is a size medium, and they had a size small, a size large, and this one has a stem. And basically the size of the cup will depend on your body. If you have children, if you haven't had children yet. I haven't had children yet, so I chose a size medium because I used to wear tampons and the small tampons would come off. So I thought, okay, so the small is probably too small for me, the large is probably too big because I still haven't had children. I'll go for the medium, and the medium is working absolutely wonderful. And when you go to choose a menstrual cup brand, the size can kind of vary. I guess you will go from like 13 euros to 30 euros. Personally, this one cost me 21 euros. So then this comes with the instructions, which are very, very important. Please read the instructions. The first thing you do when you open up the box, obviously it comes with the cup, and then it also came with a little cotton pouch that you can store your cup in when you're not using it. So I was saying that you really should read the instructions first. I will show you what they look like, but I was saying that because you're supposed to sterilize the cup before using it. So this one, well, is actually written in Portuguese, and it says it's manufactured in Germany. So it basically has the instructions of how to insert it, of what the sizes can correspond to, and then you also get more information on the other side. But if you are seeing this video, then life is a lot easier for you because I have done all the research to share. So as I was saying, the first thing you have to do is sterilize the cup before using it, and then every month after you've used it, you'll have to sterilize it again. What I do is I put it in a kind of tall glass jar, half full with water, and the cup completely submerged in water, and I put it in the microwave to boil for like 4 to 5 minutes. And by the way, that jar is only for that use. And then while you are using it for that week or whatever amount of days you have your period, you only need to wash it with water or kind of a intimate area soap. Or if you have to remove it on, for example, a public restroom, you can carry kind of a water bottle with you for make it a bit easier, or just wipe it with toilet paper and put it back in. So before I tell you how you can put this in and take it out, I have a full list of all the pros and a few cons of using the menstrual cup. So a con is that it's a little bit expensive when you first buy it. I mean, it's kind of an investment and you might not get used to it. I mean, 20 euros or 25 is a little bit of investment for apparently such a small thing. But then if you think about it on the long run, because if you take the proper care with this, it will last you for like at least 5 years. So if you think about it, and if you add up all the price of the pads or tampons or things like that you would have to buy in all of that time, this comes much cheaper. And then also because you don't have to keep buying pads or tampons, this is a lot more eco-friendly because that reduces a lot the waste that you produce. I mean, I still advise that you would use a panty liner with this, especially in the beginning where you're getting used to it, because it may leak. Then another pro that is very, very comfortable to wear, and it is basically invisible. When you use pads, you obviously have a pad on your panties, and when you use tampons, you get that string coming out of your vagina. And when you use this, nobody will notice you're wearing it. But a con is that it does take a little bit of a learning curve. Then, considering that learning curve topic, I have something that can be both a con and a pro. Is that for that learning curve, you really need to know your body and be comfortable with it, which for some people can be kind of a taboo thing. But then, talking as a health professional, it is very, very important that you know your body and you're comfortable touching it. It can be really, really helpful to detect diseases and also to get used to this. Okay, so another pro and con thing is the blood. Now, as a pro, because the blood is kept in a vacuum state, it doesn't get in contact with air and it doesn't oxidize, so it doesn't smell bad as a tampon or especially a pad can get really, really stinky. And the blood that you collect, it doesn't smell bad. It basically smells like blood. I was very curious. I actually took a sniff and it really doesn't smell. And then a con is again the blood, because when you remove it, you will see the blood inside it and maybe a little bit around it, and is definitely a bit more messy. And I also know that for some people the sight of blood can be a little bit uncomfortable. So if blood makes you queasy, then keep that in mind when you decide to try this. Then lots of pros. The composition of this is made of a medical rubber. It's a thermoplastic elastomer and it has no toxins. So this does reduce drastically the toxic shock syndrome, and compared to pads or tampons that you will have to change like every 3-4 hours maybe, you can wear this for 12 hours. And my period is kind of a middle fluid, and for 12 hours I didn't have it more full than half. And even on the last day of my cycle, I have kept it. I did try to keep it for 24 hours and it was perfectly fine. So if you are wondering about that whole public bathroom thing, that will probably not be a problem, because when you can wear this for 12 hours, you can probably, and that's what I do, I put it on when I wake up and then change it before I go to bed, and I didn't have it completely full anytime. Another pro, that because it's a collector thing and it's not an absorbent, this is the only way that you can actually even measure, but I was going to say you can actually see how much you bleed. And I mean, I am a curious person on that kind of matter, and I thought I had a medium flux. Is that how you say it? And definitely it is. It's not too little, it's not too much. I do vary month to month, and maybe that's too much information, I don't know. And just in case you are wondering, I have already tested this for 3 cycles and I am loving it. Now again, another pro, because this is not an absorbent, it doesn't absorb what it's not supposed to absorb. And let me explain that, because I used to wear tampons and I would feel dry and irritated because the tampon is there. It absorbs the blood and it also absorbs your natural vaginal fluid. So this doesn't absorb it. It doesn't take away what it's not supposed to take away. And by not absorbing your natural fluids, it doesn't cause irritation, which this has made a very big difference for me. And as it doesn't absorb your natural fluids, that also helps to maintain your normal pH and your beneficial bacteria. And then, as I said, another con is that this may leak, so you should probably wear a panty liner. And the final con that I have when doing my research is that I've heard that this can be a little bit uncomfortable to put on and remove if you're a virgin. So if you are a virgin and you're curious to try this, maybe do your own research. And also another thing that I have found out on my research is that if you have a intrauterine device, I think that's how you say it, it's an IUD, it can mess with it. So if you have an IUD, then consult with your doctor before trying this. Okay, so I have explained all the pros and cons. I have told you almost everything about this. Now for the more practical stuff, I'm going to try to explain all of the folds that you can do with this to insert it, and also try to explain how you can remove it. So there are a lot of folds that you can do to help insert this, because as you can see, it's got considerable diameter, but you can do a C fold that looks like this, and as you can see by that, that's more comparable to a tampon. Then you can also do a 7 fold that looks like this, and that's the 7. And then you can also do a double 7, but I didn't try those two. I did try the C fold, but I think it doesn't open very easily. Then you also have the origami fold that is kind of, let me zoom you in. Okay, So you also have the origami fold that looks like this. I haven't tried this one either. Then you also have the diamond fold, which is basically folding it down and then taking the two sides in. And then you also have the half diamond, which is folding that again. This gives you a very small diameter, but I have realized, at least in my personal experience, that this is hard to hold when you are trying to insert it. Then there are also like a few different shapes that you can do. You can do an S, you can do folding it all onto itself. I haven't tried that because basically I've tried one that has worked every time, that is the punch down fold. That is basically, you have the cup, you take one side and you punch it down and then hold it. It looks like that, and that is very easy to insert, and then is also you can see that it's also very easy to open. So again, you do a punch down and then hold it like that. It's very easy and comfortable to hold. And then when you get it inside, it opens very easily, and it almost always creates the vacuum instantly. Okay, so things you can do once you've put it in to kind of make sure that you have a vacuum and you won't have a leakage. What I usually do is gently give it a little tug to see if it slips out or if it gives a bit of a resistance. If it does offer a little bit of resistance, then it's probably okay. And what you can also do is with this, or even a little bit up, is twist it and try to wiggle it a little bit more up so that the stem is inside you completely. And now, something else that from my personal experience I've noticed that it works better to have that vacuum right away and don't need to be fiddling up in there. That sounds very bad, I'm sorry. Is because of your pubic bone on the front of your vagina. When I inserted the cup like this, well, first you shouldn't do it up, you should do it up and back, because that's the natural position of your vagina. How many times am I going to say vagina on this video? And because of that, and I would have the pubic bone there, the cup could not open very easily, and then I would have to twist it, and then I would have to put my finger in there to check if it's fully open. Something that is a lot easier is I do the punch down fold, and I don't insert the fold on the front, I insert it on the side, because the bone will be there and it will open to the side. That's one trick I've learned for myself and I'm sharing it with you, so make good use of it. Okay, and then 12 hours have passed and you will remove it. So what do you need to do? If you have long nails, be careful. You don't want to pinch yourself down there. It really hurts, trust me. So you have it up there, it's got vacuum. If you don't find it, don't be alarmed. It didn't get lost up there. It's not a black hole. It's a hole with an end. And what you can do, if you can't find it, because sometimes, at least with me, at night when I wake up in the morning and try to take it out, it's gone up, and it's perfectly fine. You just need to find the stem, pull it carefully, and you can wiggle it side to side. Don't pull it because it's in a vacuum, you will hurt yourself. When you reach the base of it, then you can pinch it to kind of break the vacuum and then remove it slowly. Don't hurt yourself. And then, well, I do this when I'm on the toilet. I remove it. I remove the blood on the toilet. Then I usually do this on my small bathroom. I have a very easy access to the sink. I don't even have to get up from the toilet. I wash it with water. I wipe it with a little bit of toilet paper and I put it back in. That's simple as that. And I usually take it off and put it in when I'm on the toilet. That position is very comfortable for me. And I've also tried to do it with like one leg on the floor and one leg up on the toilet. That gives kind of an opening. And some people do it on a sumo squat. The very important thing is don't be nervous, be relaxed. It will be much easier to insert it and also to remove it. So yeah, overall thoughts, I have already tried this for 3 months and I am definitely in love with it. It solved a lot of problems that I was having with tampons and it's so comfortable to wear. It's so relieving to be able to wear this for 12 hours without having to worry if it's full, if you'll get toxic shock syndrome, if you'll be irritated, if you'll be dry. No worries with this. This is definitely not sponsored. I mean, you do have a lot of brands that do this. It's also very soft and squishy. And yeah, this definitely changed my menstrual cycle for the better. And yeah, I guess that is everything that you need to know about this. If I did forget anything, ask me in the comments below. I will try to answer everything. Also, if you did like this video and if this helped you, give me a thumbs up, and it would help me a lot if you would subscribe to my channel. You can do it with the button in the corner or the red button down below, and you'll have new videos every Thursday and Sunday. And that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!